Welcome Sagittarius to your reading for October 2025. So this is for your Sun, your Moon, your Rising and your Venus sign, Sagittarius. And it is a general reading, so please take what resonates and let the rest go. We're going to get straight into this. So we're looking at your general energy, your opportunity, your challenge, your unforeseen events. Let's put these further down. And your advice. So, and I'm using the Grimalkin's Curious Cats Tarot. And I am clarifying with the something neon tarot. Can't remember, but I'll list it in the description. So in your general energy, Sagittarius, we have got the Five of Swords in the reverse position, which is actually a good general energy to have because it means that you're getting through some kind of conflict or tension or disagreements. It's almost like you're not engaging in it. You're not involving yourself in something. Maybe someone's trying to goad you in some way, but maybe it's just that there's a general atmosphere of argumentativeness around you and you are just not allowing it to trigger you in any way, which is good. It could also be the end of a conflict that maybe you've been in with someone. It could also be about your own internal conflict that maybe finally you've got through that, it's over, you can move on. Then we've got the Seven of Swords in reverse in your opportunity, which is also interesting because this is almost an energy of having felt like something was going on behind your back. Maybe you thought people were talking about you. Maybe you felt like someone was being dishonest. But again, this is the opportunity here is to let go of it because it doesn't matter. Whatever this is about, whether or not someone is talking about you, whether or not someone is being dishonest, it doesn't matter. That's on them, not you. It doesn't change who you are. And the people that care about you the most know anything they hear from someone else that's being, disloyal, or they're not going to listen. They're gonna have your back. So that's the opportunity. And I do feel like you're feeling really strong throughout October, Sagittarius. You just let them do what they want to do. I don't care. That's their problem. If I react, I give them power. The Six of Pentacles in reverse is in your challenge, which is interesting because there's almost an energy here with you, Sagittarius, of wanting to help someone. It's quite often seen as the charity card, not charity, but giving because someone has less than you. That doesn't have to be money. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's just the support. But it's a challenge because someone's not accepting your help for some reason. And I don't think it's any indication other than it's probably their pride, or they don't want to accept help, not just from you, probably from anyone else either. So this could also indicate there's a lack of balance here between what are you giving out, what are you sacrificing, and there's something off balance here. I'm not entirely sure what it is until I pull the clarifiers. And then we've got the Death card in reverse, which is in your unforeseen events. So something you thought was No, it's not that. It's You're not ready for something to change here. There's a resistance to moving on, which is interesting because all the other cards seem to indicate something different, but there is a resistance to moving on. This can also indicate Scorpio. So if you do have a Scorpio in your life, it could be that they are distant from you, or they're not behaving the way they normally do. They're acting out of character. But if it's not that, then this is something about you. It's like you're being given all these opportunities with these cards that are saying, oh, you know, you're getting past this, whatever it is, whether it's emotionally, whether it's physically, you're rising above something, which means the universe is bringing an opportunity to you to say, okay, we've done that, we can shut that chapter and we can archive it and we can move on to the next chapter. But you're like, I don't know. I don't know. You say I'm done, but I don't know if I am. You're doubting it in some way. In your advice is strength. So it's very clear that the advice here is just to have confidence of your convictions, believe in yourself, understand that the time is right. Don't overthink it, don't analyze it, just say, okay, you know, I'm in control of this, no one else. I have the power to step forward, take that next step on the path and let it light up. It reminds me of the Michael Jackson video for Billie Jean, where all the paving slabs light up as he steps on them. And that's what it's like for you. It's like you step on the slab as you move forward, it lights up. Don't doubt yourself. That's what this is about. So let's clarify. I think it's Inspired Neon. I think this deck. So we have the Five of Swords in reverse, clarified by the Three of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups reversed. The Three of Pentacles is a card of it's kind of a recognition card here, because I feel like there's probably been people that you do trust, that you do have respect for, that have been trying to tell you, you know, by the way, did you know so-and-so was bad-mouthing you somewhere? And you've kind of, to a certain extent, you've ignored it because you're like, oh, I don't want to know, I don't want to hear it, it's gossip. But actually, they're doing it because they have your back, and they want you to be aware that someone's being disloyal or whatever it is. So it creates a stronger bond for you, because you do end up having this validated, and the validation gives you the opportunity to ignore it, which is interesting. It's like, okay, now I know what is the most powerful thing I can do, and that is ignore it. And then you've got the Two of Cups in reverse. So this could have been someone quite close to you. It could even be someone that you're in a relationship with. It could be someone that you had at some point regarded a close friend. Maybe it's an ex. Two of Cups in reverse could be an ex. So let's see. The opportunity, Seven of Swords reversed. Clarified by the Four of Cups reversed. And the Four of Wands. So the Four of Cups reversed. It's like you're unwilling. I feel there's an unwillingness to engage, which is good. I think that's probably the best thing you can do. It's probably a situation for you, Sagittarius, where they've had all the chances, they've had plenty of opportunity to speak to you, you've heard it all, and now you're just like, there's nothing more they can say really that would change my mind. As far as I'm concerned, it's done. The Four of Wands is the happiness that comes from that, is the freedom that comes from that. It's the putting yourself in a position of being in control, and that brings you contentment and a sense of achievement. Not achievement, okay, that sounds a bit egotistical, but just being strong enough to do that is significant. The Six of Pentacles reversed is clarified by the Page of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So this is about, there's an imbalance here. Maybe you've always given to this person or whoever this is. It's like if they've asked for something, you've always just said yes, you haven't thought about it. And now this is just a case of, it's a challenge for you, because I think there's something here where someone knows your triggers or knows how to manipulate your emotions in some way. And that's why it's difficult. The Page of Swords is a messaging card. I do feel like there's going to be, regardless of whether or not you make the decision to actively not engage with someone, that doesn't stop them engaging with you unless you decide to block them. And you're not blocking them because you think to yourself, what if one day they really need me? They're in danger, or they're not safe. I can't just close that door. So it still means that they're getting to you in some way. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. This could be someone you even work with. It could be that you developed a relationship with someone at work, and now, because that's becoming very difficult, are you thinking about changing your job or changing the department you work in? Something to distance you from this person. So then the Death card in reverse. What is it that you're afraid of letting go of, Sagittarius? Clarified by Judgment. And the Ace of Wands. You're afraid you're getting it wrong. Subconsciously, unconsciously, you're thinking, what if I've just got this so wrong? And this person really does need me. Everything they're saying is true. And the Ace of Wands is... you might be attracted to them physically, it's not an emotional attraction, but that also might be something that you're having difficulty letting go of. Maybe they're being they're using temptation to their advantage. So yeah, it's also an unforeseen event. So yeah, I hope the unforeseen event isn't that you sort of cave in and the next thing you know, you're back in bed with them. But the Strength card in your advice is clarified by the Six of Cups and the Nine of Cups reversed. Such an interesting combination, because the Six of Cups is basically saying, when things go wrong in relationships or connections we have with people, we tend to change our opinion of the whole of the past history we have with that person. And it goes from being something that's, we would have looked back on memories fondly, to something where you just don't even think about the good times. But actually, this card is saying, just remember, it wasn't always this way. You have the right to remember fond memories, to understand that they haven't wasted the last X amount of years in your life, because those times were genuine. And it's only recently that they've shown a different side to themselves for whatever reason, because of what they're going through, their experiences. It's not a reflection on you. So just don't taint the memories you have. Use those as a way to move forward and understand that people change. Not everyone is like this. Don't take it with you to the next experience and think, well, here we go again. There's probably someone else that is toxic under the surface. Not at all true, because that person wasn't toxic under the surface. They're just going through a difficult situation and they're lashing out. So the 9 of Cups reversed. Not everything in life brings emotional fulfillment. And that's, at the end of the day, that's what most of us are searching for. That is the root of all our needs, wants, desires, is emotional fulfillment. Whatever that, you know, however we search for it. Some people think it's having money. Some people think it's being liked. Some people think it's being in the perfect relationship. None of it's true, but that's my opinion. Emotional fulfillment comes from knowing yourself, profoundly knowing yourself, having profound respect and love for yourself, and not needing validation from anyone. So let's do the oracle section of your reading. And we're doing crystals this month. See what crystal you need to help enhance or suppress energies around you. Shuffling's terrible because I've got arthritic thumb, which is probably caused by the shuffling, ironically. Okay, oh, is this what I think it is? No. Okay, so you have barite, and a very probably poorly representation of barite on that image, but what it is, barite is a widely occurring brittle sulfate mineral. It's often transparent or creamy white. Sometimes it's icy blue, beautiful and frosty. Desert rose, oh, that's exactly what I thought this was. I thought it was desert rose. There you go. So I'm right. Desert rose is a calming variety of barite. Who needs it? Anyone who leaves for work each morning with the sinking suspicion that their true destiny is anything but this. Where to put it? Taped to your forehead during meditation. I don't know if that's a, yeah, I think that's a comical, yeah. When to use it? When it's only past time, when it's way past time to stop saying yes to things that you hate. Ask barite what your true calling is, then go live it. It will be terrifying, but what's the alternative? And the tag on this is get answers to your biggest questions. Actually, this has made me want to go out and get a bit of desert rose because it's one thing I don't have yet and I want some. So there you go, guys. Don't forget, you can still book a reading at 28% off. For 3 months, I'm extending this offer, so take advantage. Just click on the link below, and yeah, thank you for your love, your support, your encouragement, and your engagement that I return to you tenfold. See you next time. Enjoy the journey.